So in this video, we're going to go through Watchdogs. Watchdog functionality is the ability to monitor search criteria so that you're informed if a new record or an existing record is updated which meets that criteria. This then adds that additional record to your search result and sends you a notification to advise that this has happened. So to demonstrate this, what we'll first do is create a search result. So if I create a search result using the candidate status of headhunt, and obviously your search result could consist of any of the criteria that's possible through here, but we'll just keep it straightforward and do a headhunt based search result looking at that status. That creates an existing search result based on the records obviously that you have in the system currently. Note there's a column for search result date added, and that's particularly useful for when you're using this Watchdog functionality because that will be the date that this result was added to this search. So obviously you can go to options and add in search result date added, and then when you go through the process of using the Watchdog and it adds records to this, you'll be able to see and sort by the dates of when records were added to the Watchdog. But in terms of applying the actual Watchdog and actually getting it set up, what you'll do is when you're saving the search result, you do save search as. There you'll be able to name your search result. So if we just put in here test Watchdog search, and then obviously you have this option here of Watchdog and you set that to yes. So what you can then do is leave it just as that and save it, and it will run indefinitely in the background, always monitoring that criteria. Or if you want to set an expiry date, then obviously you can advise a specific date where the Watchdog is no longer valid to be running in the background. And then you can just hit OK on that. That will obviously save the search result, but also assign the Watchdog. So if we then go to saved searches and actually open the save search page, what you'll see in here is that you've got a list of essentially all of your searches, and whether or not a Watchdog is running against them is clearly shown from within this column. And if there's an expiry date associated to that, that also is advised here as well. Now, if you want to edit the Watchdog on selection of the search, you'll see this option for edit Watchdog. That gives you the ability to be able to specify whether or not you want that Watchdog to be turned off or to edit the expiry date. And also as well, if you are looking at other search results that you have in the system and you want to edit that search result, then you can obviously go through the process of assigning the Watchdog to an existing search result or an older search result that you've set up. So it's possible to do that as well. You can actually edit these Watchdogs in two different ways. One by selecting it and hitting edit Watchdog, or the other one is basically via these pencil icons. If you click on that, it triggers that alert view as well to be able to edit your Watchdog. So that's the Watchdogs in terms of setting up a Watchdog and also then configuring the Watchdog. Okay, so the final point to cover is just on the notification itself. So when the Watchdog is running in the background, it's going to be running every few hours. It's going to be looking at your search criteria, looking to see if any new records have been found. And if any are found, you will receive a notification basically like this, which basically advises your Watchdog has found 2 new records. In this scenario, it's 2 new records against the search, and then it advises the search result there. So in this scenario, I obviously have gone into the system and updated 2 candidate records to have the status of I believe it was headhunt, and then what that now means is when the Watchdog has run, I've now received this notification, and from this notification you've got an option to click through into the search result and obviously then have access to the search and obviously be able to see those additional records that have been added then to that search result. So that covers the Watchdog functionality that's now available within Colleague 7.